Today we're going to talk about the or and in probability. And you have done some of these before where you could actually look at a set listed out and answer the question. Key for an or is it will always only be one pick. So one rolling of a die, one pick of a card. The and you've done so far in 11.1 was with one pick of a card. So you were saying both had to happen if you had the word and. In this section, we are saying we did more than one pick. So we picked two cards. What's the probability of both happening? So it's going to be a little different than what we've done before. At any time that you can draw out a set and look at it, please do it. Probability is a little different sometimes in how it clicks in each person's head. So the first one, I just want to go over some reminders. Or means, remember, it's a union. So you can put everything in that trash can. So I'm going to highlight. So if I say probability of A or B, probability of A is everything in this circle, plus probability of B is anything in this circle. But the key you need to realize now that you've done that, if you actually include probabilities separately, you have now included this innermost piece twice because you included the part that was in A and the part that was in B, but we only should include it one time. So that's why we're subtracting the intersection of those two when we pick one draw. So if you can reason it out in your head, please go ahead and do that. But if you can't, this is the or formula, which again, remember, is a union, which means include everything, but don't include something twice. So union is an or, put everything in it, don't include something twice. So I showed you the picture as well. So now we're going to do some basic examples here. So we're going to be rolling a die. So this is one we've actually talked about before, and I actually can list it out. So meaning I can list out what my sample size is, my sample set is. I can get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So the first one, you're rolling a die, and what we want is here. So I'm going to use the formula. So it's probability of it's an odd plus probability that it's prime minus if I can get both. So odd and prime. So I want to remind you again, what does prime mean? Because it's an easy thing to miss and forget. So prime means that is a natural number greater than 1. That's a key piece people forget. They tend to include 1 as prime. It's not. And its factors are only 1 times itself. So for it to be prime, has to be a natural number greater than 1, and the factors, meaning what can I break it down into, is only 1 times itself. So when I talk about odd numbers we would have thought of 1, 3, and 5. So again, there are 6 choices here. 3 out of 6 are odd. Prime numbers will be anything that I can only do 1 times itself, greater than 1. So that would be 2, 3, and 5. So that would be 3 out of 6. The last piece you need to be careful on there is you need to subtract off any of those numbers that overlap because we don't want to include them twice. So if I look at those numbers I talked about, the 3 and the 5 repeat. I don't want to include them twice, so I need to subtract those off. So I'm going to subtract 2 out of 6. So 3 plus 3 gives me 6 over 6 minus 2 over 6, which is 4 over 6. Now, I did this one. I honestly wouldn't have done it this way, but I want to show you using the formula with a basic one that you could actually reason out so that you can see the pattern for the more complicated ones. If I were to do this, I would have done it the same way we did it back in 11.1. I'd have gone up here and said, okay, I'm going to highlight out of my sample space that I can write out, which I did. Odd would be 1, 3, and 5. Prime would be 2, 3, and 5. And we only include things that we've highlighted because we're including everything. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6, which gives me the same answer. Okay. So again, if I were doing this one with a die, I would have probably, again, just listed out the numbers and done it that way. The key piece you have to do when you see the word or is you have to be careful you don't include something twice. So we're going to roll a die again. Probability that it's prime. So I'm going to write out the formula first. Plus probability that it's an even number greater than 2. And then we're going to subtract off any intersection. So remember that's an and. Even greater than 2. So probability it's prime, we already did this. That would have been 2, 3, and 5. So that would have been 3 out of 6. An even number greater than 2, be careful, greater than 2 does not include the 2. So that would have been 4 and 6. So that would have given me 2/6. And my last part I subtract if there's any overlapping. And so if we look at the two sets that I listed out, the 2, 3, 5 and the 4 and 6, there's nothing that overlaps. So I don't need to take anything off. So 2 plus 3 gives me the 5 out of 6. So we're going to talk about these two cases. I want to do them first. Sometimes things overlap, which was example 1. Sometimes they don't overlap, which is going to go to our next definition. I don't think you always have to know that right off the top of the base. You just need to ask yourself, does anything repeat? You have to ask yourself that every single time you do an OR problem. Pause this, rewind it at any time you need to. So our definition that's really important for OR is mutually exclusive. Really important for an OR. If it is impossible for both events to occur simultaneously, meaning one die was rolled, they can't both happen. So we just saw that case in example 2. We couldn't get a prime number that's an even number greater than 2. This means they cannot both occur, so the word disjoint goes with it, and the intersection is 0. Please be careful. Again, this is an and with one pick. So if they're mutually exclusive, I really don't necessarily say memorize this formula, because it's just, again, it's just saying that the intersection is 0, and that's why that goes away. It's not a new formula, it's just that extra piece is 0. So we're going to look at a standard deck of cards, and if you haven't memorized your deck of cards, it's really important for the test. There is a picture of it in Canvas. Print it out if you haven't to make sure you are comfortable with it. So these are not asking for probabilities. It's just saying, are they mutually exclusive? Which means if I drew one card, could I get both at the same time? So red card and hearts. Hearts are red, so these are not mutually exclusive. They cannot happen exclusively from each other. B, spade or clubs. These are a suit. They do not overlap. So if you got a spade, it can't be a club. So these are mutually exclusive. Again, pause, ask yourself, fill these in first, and then listen to me. C, face card, which remember is your jack, queen, and king. They actually have a face on them. Jack, queen, and king. Cards less than a 5, which would be an ace, 2, 3, 4, because less than does not include it. There's no overlapping there, because this is a jack, queen, or king. This would be an ace, a 2, a 3, or 4. Could be any suit, but there's no overlapping. So these would be mutually exclusive. D says ace and spade. Again, ace can be a jack, I'm sorry, an ace could be a club, it could be a spade, it could be a diamond, it could be a heart. So there is one card that overlaps here, so they are not mutually exclusive because the ace of spades is in both of those. Example 4, we're going to go ahead and finish with the OR examples, basic pieces. Find the probability of one card, really important, is selected from a deck. So we want the probability that's an ace or a king. So probability that's an ace plus probability that's a king, and we subtract if there's any overlapping. Not an or, it's an and. So probability there's an ace, there should be 4 in a deck, so that's 4 over 52. Probability that it's a king, there are 4 out of 52. There are no aces that are also kings, so we subtract 0. These are mutually exclusive. So my answer here should be, add these together, gives me 8 over 52. Simplify this. You can use your calculator to do that. It should give me 2/13. Now some of you can do this in your head, and I'm okay with it. And OR always means add. Okay? OR always means add. But don't include something twice. Do not include twice. That's the key. So B, probability that we draw an ace plus probability we draw a heart. Subtract off if there are any intersections. So probably there's an ace. We've already said that that should be 4 out of 52 because there's 4 aces. Again, look at that set, the picture of cards, because this is going to be important for you to know. Hearts, we should have 13 out of 52. And there is one overlap. There's an ace of hearts. So we do need to subtract off that one card so we don't include it twice. So 4 plus 13 gives me 17. Subtract the 1 gives me 16 out of 52. Again, use your calculator, or you can divide both top and bottom by 4. And we should get the probability is 4 over 13. Probability should always still, remember, be between 0 and 1. It can include the 0 and the 1, but more than often it is between 0 and 1. And you are expected to leave it in fraction form. So, A was mutually exclusive, B was not. C, probability that's red or black. So, probability that's red plus probability that's black. Be careful. Is there any intersection when you are selecting one card? So half of the deck is red, so 26 out of 52. Half of the cards are black, and they don't overlap, they're mutually exclusive. So 26 plus 26 gives me 52 over 52, which is the whole deck. So this is an extreme case. This is an easy one to read incorrectly, though. If it said probability of drawing one card that is red and black at the same time, it would be 0, because one card cannot be both. So last one here, probability that's a face card. Remember, that's a jack, queen, and king. Probability that it's red minus any overlapping. So probability is a face card. Be careful. Face cards are jack, queen, king, and we have 4 of each. So 3 times 4 is 12. Look at the picture if you're not sure what I'm saying there. There are 26 red cards in a normal deck. And now we got to be careful. We have to see, are there any overlapping there? Well, the jack, queen, and king will overlap for the hearts and the diamonds, which is half of my face cards. So I need to subtract out the 6. So 12 plus 26 is 38. Subtract the 6, which is 32. Again, divide by 4, and it simplifies. Please stop, pause these, do them, re-listen to me as well.